Alright, so I made this video a while ago. I decided it was time for a follow-up because there's been a change in that helicopter's existence. But stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you where she's going and what she's going to be doing.
Manually started.
I got my hand near nothing. Here we go.
So what he's doing right now is the AFIS check, AFCS, Automatic Flight Control System. And you can see him running the controls back and forth, and you hear those noise, ding, 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 ding. That's the hydraulic pump spinning really fast, pumping a lot of fluid into the primary servos, and then you'll hear one when we go to the back right here. You see that right there? That's the primary servo on the swash plate. And that's the other primary servo, and then you'll see these tubes run forward. Right there, see those tubes? They run forward, and they go into what they call the broom closet. Inside the broom closet is a secondary hydraulic system. In case the primary system fails, it's called the auxiliary system. So you always have control of the helicopter. It's pretty good. It's a great design, but then again, it's a Sikorsky. That's the best. So there's the APU. Now it's kind of unique here. The APU spins the rear portion of the transmission. The transmission on the Sikorskys are two-part. There's the primary part of the transmission, and then on the back side is the accessory part of the transmission. So the APU spins the accessory side of the transmission, the rear part, which powers the AC generators, your hydraulic pumps, and some other stuff. Right now they're doing, you can see the rotor blade kind of changing pitch, and it's not negative pitch if you're thinking that. That's him pushing the cyclic forward. There's your pitch. See the blade changing pitch, the collective pitch. Brings one out of detent, 65%, and that's what you're seeing. That's one engine spinning it. As he reaches the rotor brake, it starts spinning fast. You'll see the blades start lifting. Now it's starting to fly. So he'll advance it forward, bring it to about 100%, and then he'll advance the second engine. The APU is still on this time. If you've never stood underneath a S61 while it's running, it's an impressive sight. See that guy outside right there? You'll see him put his hand up towards the tail boom right there. He's feeling for high frequency vibrations. So when you put your hand up and you touch something, it'll feel like it's trying to put your hand to sleep. It'll be a really high frequency buzz. You can see him putting his hand on the machine. He's feeling for high freak vibrations. Such an awesome helicopter. Everybody always asks me, what's your favorite helicopter to fly? That's my favorite helicopter to fly. The S61 series is... I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to get into bashing other helicopters. But they could have stopped making helicopters when they made this helicopter. Back, selecting back, and we'll shut one off at a time. Each one. The other one, the other one. So when the rotor RPM gets about 40%, leave it there. We'll throw on the rotor brake and we'll stop real fast. And we'll watch the President's helicopter. I talk about it stops so quick. It spins up so quick. Alright, so this is the sad part. They're taxiing out to position. Here they go. Both speed selectors full forward, the beepers full forward. They're hitting about 102%. They are max loaded right now at about 19,000 pounds with all the crap they had on board. And if you didn't know this already, wheeled helicopter pilots have a thing where we like to taxi as long as you can and get the cyclic full forward and the collective just barely up enough to get the helicopter rolling and see how fast we can get the airspeed indicator indicating and seeing how fast we hit ETL before it lifts off the ground. So you can see the back wheel is starting to get light right here. There he goes. He got a good one. He's almost at ETL. Boom, he's in ETL, which is effective transitional lift, and now he's up. So I sold the helicopter, and unfortunately they're going to be cutting it up into little beer cans. They scrapped the helicopter. They took the engines, they took the transmission, they took the components off of it because it was worth more in parts than it was as a flying machine. Absolutely unfortunate, but sometimes in aviation that's the fate of a lot of these older machines. They just become too expensive to upkeep